What I was going to do is take us out and go around over Wailuku, start at Waihe'e, come around by the harbor so you get a good view of the harbor and town, because I understand that's where the first 2 waves actually brought some water up, or 3 waves. And then from there we can go around West Maui, Lahaina, and around, get Molokai, do the whole thing, come back around and back here. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
Okay, here we go. All flooded underneath it there.
Maui Mayor Alan Arakawa, along with his directors from Public Works, Wastewater Management, and the Department of Water Supply, went up in a helicopter at first light on Friday morning to assess the impacts of 6-foot tsunami waves that flooded many inland areas and washed debris onshore on Maui. The aerial reconnaissance allowed directors, who are all engineers, to quickly evaluate which areas were in need of repair or cleanup, and allowed crews on the ground to begin work in restoring order to flooded and damaged areas. The tsunami waves generated by a large earthquake off of the northeast coast of Honshu, Japan Thursday night triggered a Pacific-wide tsunami warning that began impacting Maui shores beginning at around 3:23 a.m. Friday morning. The tsunami waves reached furthest inland in Kahului, Maui, where the surge pushed debris and floodwaters up Pu'unene Avenue all the way to the Walgreens store at the East Kamehameha Avenue intersection. Impacts from the force of the wave were also visible along Kahului Harbor, where concrete jersey barriers were pushed into the northbound lanes of the roadway, along with trees, driftwood, vegetation, and mud. The receding of water continued even after the warning was dropped to an advisory at 7:30 a.m. and subsequently canceled at 11:26 a.m. on Friday. We received reports throughout the night of water receding anywhere from 100 to 500 feet at different coastal areas of the island. At Kahului Harbor, the concrete pilings at the pier were exposed, along with the seafloor at the boat ramp area closest to Kahului Beach Road. At Maui's Ma'alaia Harbor, at least 4 boats sustained significant damage. One of the tsunami surges advanced past the breakwall to the floor of Buzz's Wharf restaurant, flooding the parking lot area and surrounding dock space. Spectators say at one point about 3/4 of the water was sucked dry from Ma'alaia Harbor. Further to the south, heavy flooding was reported along multiple spots on South Kihei Road.
You can really see the flooding and the water damage down there to the right.
Floodwaters occurred at intersections with Kenoleo Road by Suda Store, Ko'onoulu near the Whale Sanctuary, and Lipoa Street near St. Teresa's Church.
Yeah, you can see how far the water came.
Kalama Park here too. Still surging.
Water receded significantly offshore at the Ko'i'e'ie Fish Pond in North Kihei and at Cove Park further to the south. The withdrawal of the ocean also sucked water from the Kihei boat ramp until it was bone dry, according to our reports from Mayor Alan Arakawa.
Just amazing to see it from this perspective.
Yeah, you see how much damage there is?
Yeah, it's incredible.
This is the quickest way to assess it too for you guys.
Some areas look like they're completely underwater, and then other areas like they weren't touched at all.
Yeah, kind of amazing, isn't it?
It really is.
Notice the canoes over here, as close to the water as they are. No movement at all.
To the west, the Honoapi'ilani Highway was closed for more than 9 hours as low-lying portions became inundated with water. Surges washed over the highway north of mile marker 14 near Ukumehame. Further to the north at the Launiopoko Beach Park, heavy flooding was reported, as well as water receding an estimated 100 yards offshore. Approaching Lahaina town, we had reports of damage to boats at Lahaina Harbor as well. Nearby on Front Street, we received reports of water reaching up to 9 feet, surging up the stairs of the Cheeseburger in Paradise restaurant. The assembly area at Lahaina Luna High School Mauka of the Honoapi'ilani Highway was one of the more utilized shelter locations on Maui, where more than 300 people had gathered by 2 a.m. Heavy usage was also reported at War Memorial Gym, where more than 500 people had gathered. This morning, cleanup continued to remove standing water and debris from parks and roadways. County officials thanked the public for their cooperation during the event. On Maui, in Kahului, I'm Wendy Osher.